Oh well, hello everyone, welcome to the stream, and yeah, as the title shows, I'm doing a randomizer of Legacy of the Wizard. And I'm just going to go ahead and make a randomizer file right here and now, and if only just to show off what's all going to be taking place here. And there is some alt text when I hover over these things, but you guys can't see that. So first things first, I'm going to shuffle the treasures such that basically the only thing that will be staying the same as far as items is the Dragon Slayer. All items are shuffled around, including the crowns, which is mostly what'll make this actually interesting. Because like the crowns could be found literally anywhere, and I'm going to go ahead and select the half bread option, just so I'm more likely to actually get equipment. And that does include the shields. Shields can be found in chests, which is normally not something that can happen. For stats, I'm going to randomize all that. Randomize who can use what. Randomize the shops. Randomize enemy groups, which is pretty much just cosmetic anyway. Although this did result in me seeing enemy sprites that I had never seen before. So that was worth getting this in the first place. And just randomize all of that. And remove shortcut in Lil's area. We'll see that when we get there. And randomize the music. Just go ahead and make the path. And randomize. Alright. And as I said, if anyone wants to jump into voice chat, feel free, because I'm feeling a little tired all of a sudden, so anything that'll help me keep my mind straight would be fine with me. So, and it doesn't show the stream seed, but oh well. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to be going through each of these characters in turn, seeing... I guess their stats aren't really that relevant to me, but I'm going to see what they can do. Pochi can use the wings, which can only do so much. For Lil, what do you have? Wings, Mattock, Jump Shoes, and Key Stick. Okay. The armor really isn't relevant to me. And making a note of this is pretty much just so I know who can do what. Actually, that wasn't the Mattock that we used, the wand. So Rose can use the wings as well. You can use the Mattocks, Spike Shoes, and the Key Stick. Alright. How about you? Well, I know who can use the Dragon Slayer. And you only have the Jump Shoes. That's worrisome. Certainly means that's all I'm going to be using you for. Let's see. Glove, Spike Shoes, and Key Stick. Okay. I have a feeling I'm going to be using Lil and Roas for most of this. But first things first, I'm going to be looking around with Pochi, since with this guy, I don't have to... looks like his firepower is close to regular. And since I randomized shops, there's going to be 3 shops here that have fixed equipment. And that one being one of them, mostly so that I can, so I actually have access to stuff if the treasure chests aren't being forthcoming. fact is, the crabs around here, that's definitely an interesting sight. And... okay. Scroll. Fine. And what do we have? That is money. Which is a straight 50. Alright. Alright, what do we have in this one? Oh, the glove! Nice! That is a nice thing to see early. And seeing that crawling along the ground, or jumping around is kind of weird. Oop, not collecting that. Okay, what's in this one? Ooh, crystal ball, nice. Very nice. Go ahead and get a couple more. Oh, I do have a couple more keys already. Alright. Unfortunately, as of now, enemy behavior doesn't seem to be randomized, but that might be something for the future. And wings and jump shoes are here. That's good. Good to know. Alright, now I need a little bit of assistance here. Thank you. Screw you. And if you have less than two keys, you're pretty much guaranteed to get keys. And beyond that, whichever you have the least of amongst life, magic, and gold, that's what you're pretty much going to be getting, unless you get lucky with something else. And I thought I chose the bread to show up on only half the chest that you normally do. Oh well. Oh well. I'm hoping it doesn't take me long to find a shield. Either in a chest or in a shop. Because otherwise, I'm going to be in for a world of pain. I could stay at the inn, but nah. I'm close enough to the surface that I don't really have to worry about that sort of thing. So while I'm heading back this way, so both Lil and Roas, and I guess Mena as well, have the key stick. I could really, and they both have the wands, and one has the wand, one has the mattock. I could use either one when I'm heading through Mena's route. That's something to consider. I probably will. I prefer using the mattocks because that's kind of not as painful. Ah, yes, and here's some enemy sprites that I had never seen before doing this. And you know what? I'm actually gonna go head home real quick, refill my magic. And that also acts as kind of a soft save. There is a password option, but if you die, you basically go back to the last time you were here at home. So having that Having it so I don't have to go collect the things that I had already collected again. I don't have to worry nearly as much. And at this point, I'm pretty much just going to go through Pochi's route, see what treasure chests I can find through there, and based off of what I find there, that pretty much determines the direction I go in next. Does this thing move? Yes, it does move, even though it normally doesn't. Okay. Alright. Ooh, yeah, hello. You definitely take a lot of effort to take out. Ah, good, thank you. With that, getting to this chest won't take quite as long. So what we got? The rod. Which pretty much doubles my range, not that I really care about that sort of thing. Especially since it doubles my magic usage. And I really don't like that. Well, the knuckle does have the power knuckle does have its uses, because I believe it quadruples your attack power. So yeah, that can be useful, but still, I don't like having basically half of my magic capacity. Oh, thank you. Oop, there we go. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, there's a treasure chest up this way. What we got? That's keys. That is nice. And that, not so nice. Don't really care much about those. At least I got a crystal ball, so that if I don't find a crown somewhere in here, I can get back out real quick. Of course, if I find a shop that sells them for cheap, I'll probably just buy a few of them. And, well, there's an elixir for free. And I can't even kill those, because you have to actually touch them, and Pochi can't do that. So there's another treasure chest up here. And I know there's enemies that are gonna home in on me. Might as well wait for them. And hopefully they're going to be cooperative. Well, okay, that wasn't what I thought it was. Let me see. Maybe if I'm down here. There we go. Dang it. Come on, there we go. Or not. Looks like I'm gonna have to go around the other way. Hello, shield! I am happy to see you. And another sprite here that I had never seen before. And a couple more there too. You know what? Finding that shield was worth staying at the inn for. Alright, so the treasure chest was over here. Thank you, and... well, that certainly wasn't worth it. So I guess on some level it's nice that I'm getting those out of the way now. So I'm not finding them later when I'm really trying to find stuff. But in theory, there should be 2 of each major piece of equipment. You know. Thing is, depending on when if I find a crown here, that means I'm gonna have to likely make a return trip unless I can avoid picking it up. Alright, what do we got in here? Magic. Eh. Once I get the spike shoes, I know money is not going to be an issue anymore. I don't think it's... all depends on what I end up buying, really. Alright, there's a treasure chest up here. I know that. Now I just have to actually get to it. And you should actually be quite helpful, because once you get back to here... right. Ah! Darn you. At least some of the enemies here can be killed quickly. How many of these stupid things am I gonna find? Good grief! Cue the flying pigs. Har har har. Yeah, don't really need any of those. I could probably find one that's cheaper. Alright, what do we got? Oh my god, really. This is getting kind of stupid. I'm finding... you can Die now. Thank you. Eh. I would say, if I can find a shop that sells a crystal for maybe less than 40, then I'll probably just buy at least a couple. I figure as long as I can buy at least 2, then it'll be worth the trouble. Alright. So, moving on to the place where you really don't need to go on a normal run. Because there really isn't anything here that's worth getting, honestly. I mean, there is a treasure chest here, but you have to go take a roundabout path to get there. And normally, all that's in there is money. Though the shop does have armor if you really care about that sort of thing. Which I really don't. And thankfully, I don't have to find out the hard way how much damage these enemies do. Because since I randomized the damage, these things could be kind of dangerous. Which is kind of why this is Pochi's route to begin with. Alright, and ooh! Spike shoes! I like you, and... Ha 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 ha! I already have... Even if I hadn't already found the gloves, seeing that's just funny. I'm not even sure if I would have bought one. Even if it was for like 20-something. Why am I even bothering to kill these things? I'm probably just gonna get magic back for it anyway. You can't use the spike shoes. No, you cannot. That is a shame. Actually, Roas and Maina are the only ones that can use the spike shoes on this particular file. Probably means I'm going to be using Roas quite a bit. That, plus the combination of items he has, he can pretty much go anywhere. Alright, what's here? Do I want to buy the key stick? No. I know there aren't any treasure chests here, but we got some fun stuff going on here. Particularly getting out of this area is going to be a bit of a thing. Alright, what's this, that? I've had it with you, and yeah, I don't need any of that. One last treasure chest, and then I'll probably just warp myself out. Alright, what is this? Spike shoes again! Alright. Ooh, yeah, that's kind of expensive. No, thank you. Alright, so that's this area of things explored. And now I'm just gonna warp out. I do have the gloves, at least main is the one for the gloves, so... So... I didn't think to look at who has the jumping abilities. Let me look through that again. So your jump is 19, which is close to what it normally is. You're also at 19. Ouch. 21, which really isn't much better. 26. Haha. I don't even know why I'm checking you, but yeah, jump up 25. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take main out for a spin now. Because with your jumping ability, there's at least a couple other places that I can go. Yeah, there's part of Lil's routes that I can explore without having to worry about getting back. And I guess from there, it makes sense to go from here straight into Zem's route. Because that's pretty much what I'm equipped for at the moment. And a scroll. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and just kill you right out. And nope, can't jump all the way up there, unfortunately. Okay. Dang it. Dang it! There we go. Well, that's an interesting piece of music to hear. Normally, the only time you ever hear this music is if you unlock the sound tests. Oh, jeez. Ow! I know there's a treasure chest here. And... yeah. Give me health, please. Thank you. And another rod. Stupid thing! As soon as I'm low on, I get all the bread, all the chests that have bread in it, and then I start being low on health. Dang it. I think I kind of sort of need to grind for health a little bit. At least until I get to like 60 or 70 or something. Thing is, unless I'm getting keys or something, or poison, health should be be all I get. Which is good. And I wonder if I can get into there. I know normally I would use the Mattock to get this stuff to get in there, but I think should be able to get in there with the glove, shouldn't I? This is why I like the spike shoes. when they're in their egg getting ready to hatch, you can just kill them outright. There's really no other way to kill them when they're in that form.